See if we can convert some of these silver tickets to gold. I'm gonna take, let's do the bounce deck for a round or two. All right, Bass is perfect. Is there anybody hanging out from the raid that hasn't seen this game before? The goal is relatively straightforward. There's 3 locations that flip up over the first 3 turns in the center of the screen, and the goal is to have the most points of power in 2 of the 3 at the end of the game. Your cards have an energy cost in the top left and a power in the top right. This card is very powerful in our deck. When it flips up, it sets the power of all cards in our hand to 3. So we have something that starts at 0 and something that starts at 1. So we're gonna go ahead and raise the stakes here on 1, I think. So our hand is very strong. Yes, this is the bounce deck I've been playing previously, but I swapped out Iceman for Spider-Ham, is accurate. I don't know that we've seen a status update. I haven't seen a status update on Spider-Ham and reserves. Kitty Pride bounces back to her hand and gets bigger every turn, so you get to play her out. And she pops back up. Kiln's a little scary with their Misty Knight. I'm gonna Bishop into here. I think with the Beast Draw here, we could have Bishop fight over the kill here, even if they have like a Cyclops or something. So I'm gonna get to go Kitty Pride into this. Oh gosh, and Angela's an incredible draw too. So they could fight over Asgard. Nobody fought over Asgard, but I'm gonna get to play so many cards out here. I think we might be able to keep up with the Cyclops. So nobody draws there. So I get to go Angela into Spider-Ham, into Kitty Pride, into Raptor, into Falcon, bounce all of these back to my hand. Yeah, no wave is huge for us here. And then they get to give -2 to my people on the left. That's a 20 power Hulk. We snap a second time, right? Picking the Bast up from here is nice too, because it means the Cyclops only gives -1 each turn now. So, and then we just get to do this, right? Hit Monkey gets bigger for every card we play. Other card we play this turn. So we're playing 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 8, 17. We're going to 21 here. And then we're going to +3 is 9. This gets 2 bigger for every card we play. So another +6. So we're going to 15, 21. And then we're playing 5 cards. So this is going to here as well. They win the left with Doctor Doom, but otherwise we're fine. And they have priority. Yeah, they're just retreating. So at the end of the game, the stakes double that we're playing for here. So my opponent knows that they're beat. So rather than staying in and letting it double to 4, they just lose the 2 points here. And the match is over when someone's lost a total of 10 points of life. Why not spread out Kitty and Hitmonkey? Why should I spread out Kitty and Hitmonkey? Can you explain? What's the reason for doing that? Their turn 1 best. Shuri's Lab is also good for our deck. I like this archetype a lot because you get to push the stakes aggressively typically. So, wait, did you really just snap me back? sure. Is there a replacement for Hitmonkey in this deck? Not in this particular build. I think if you're missing Hitmonkey, you can what's the word I'm searching for? But I want to compete there with that. Let's go this in the middle. If you're missing Hitmonkey, there's a Darkhawk build you can play that I think is fine. Do you think they have wave here? Think that maybe that's what the snap means? Wave's definitely in the output range of their deck. Bishop, Kitty Pryde left probably wins the left. And then there's a question of what am I doing after that? Do I think I need the +2 from Kitty here, or can I keep the Nebula small? It could be right, just keep the Nebula small. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Nebula small. I think I'm gonna play like we could be getting turn 5 waved here based on their snap back. I'm gonna do this.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
We have to leave here because we just lose to a Hulk in the middle. So I stayed in here, so I can't beat a Hulk getting doubled. Not remotely. Well played from the opponent. The Spider-Man locks us out from playing here. I decided to try and play around wave. I should put their deck tracker up. As I decided to play around wave when we hadn't seen it yet. Maybe that was wrong. If I'd have played more aggressively to the right, we'd have been okay there. I'm just gonna keep raising the stakes. Our hands are real good. Doing this. We'll do this. It's Bishop. Do I get Bishop going here? I could go Kitty Ham Falcon. If I Falcon this turn, I can Hood next turn for another D-Man, which I think is better. I think this is just a no Bishop game. If I do this, the hood actually doesn't make it back to my hand like this. If I do this, this leaves me a solid amount of flexibility. So they had an unspent energy on 2, 4, and 5. What if I punt here? 2, 4, and 5, so the thing is 18. Does this beat Hulk mid and Hulk left? Hulk mid puts them to 29 here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 12, 21, 6. This is 10, 19, 21. Unfortunately, I think I have to play for every location. Yeah, Wasp is a kink too. Oh, I'm gonna end up short in the middle, aren't I? I needed to hit monkey middle. This ran out of fucking time. That's so frustrating. If I would have put monkey in the middle, we'd have been +2 here, and we would have won left and right with the tie, right? I just went back and forth too many times. Speedwagon, thank you for the 16 months. Welcome back. And that's the biggest thing about this High Evolutionary deck. The High Evolutionary deck just has, like, no brain tax on it, right? You just, like, do your thing in one location, and then you play Hulk in another, and there's just, like, very minimal counting. It's very, very clear when you've won the game and when you haven't. Yeah, hamming the Hulk on one is solid. Just leaving because they lost their Hulk to him. Well, I guess that's like a free retreat for them too, right? Because they're going into the high stakes rounds now. We actually have to win 4 in a row here, which is no small ass. That being said, I think we'd probably be. We should have won. We should have won the last one if I had played better. I guess matchup's fine. You like Iceman instead of Hood? I think cutting Hood from this deck is hot fucking nonsense. That sounds very, very silly. well, we've lost the Flooded, so I have to win Mojo World and Limbo now. Which is not impossible, but still improbable. If we draw Beast next turn, it might be doable. Their Spider-Man being gone is good for us here. Oh, I can't draw at this turn because I'm filling my hands. Stupid hub. I think if you need to put Shang-Chi in this deck, you should just play a different deck. I think Shang-Chi is a crutch that can make up for you not understanding how the deck plays. And if you need a crutch, I guess, but I don't think you should play Shang-Chi in this deck. I think this deck has a decent matchup into these types of things anyways. We are dead in this instance. But Jeff, you'd have won this specific game with the Shang-Chi. I don't know, maybe. This is Silver Conquest. This specific game, I don't think we could do anything in, but we lost a game for 4 cubes earlier that I would 100% just ran out of time to count because I was talking to chat. But yeah, I've seen a lot of, I saw someone who, like, by their own admission was like, I've played Bounce for 24 hours and I'm confident these are the cards you need to change it. And it's just like, oh, gamers. Oh, gamers. What decks do you think are the best matchups against the Haiba decks? I think the Arnim Zola decks, the big decks that Zola things into their lockdown locations are the best thing you could do against them. Yeah, I think the Destroy deck is solid too. What kind of take is that? The hubris of competitive gamers is what that kind of take is. All right, I need to run to the restroom really quick. I'm gonna hit an ad roll because I'm stepping away from the computer anyways. You're not gonna miss any games. I'll see you in like 90 seconds. BRB. To set a low bar, I think the current high evolutionary decks are incredibly less oppressive than previous best meta decks Marvel Snap has had in recent memory. Arnavar, thank you for the 11 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Try a redemption arc here. Yeah, we've got some demons, chat. Don't be afraid to push the button. There's 2 flex spots in bounce. Spider Ham is the one and only flex spot. And again, just to make my position abundantly clear, I think the people putting Shang-Chi in this deck should just be playing something else or playing this deck better. I think Shang-Chi in this deck is some hot fucking nonsense. I think Shang-Chi is the type of card that blows people way the fuck out when it works. So it is hard for people to evaluate it objectively from an emotional perspective. I think people have a really hard time seeing Shang-Chi come down and win them cubes and not realize like, oh, this was unnecessary. Or, oh, I could have played. Playing so you don't need Shang-Chi takes more finesse and is harder than playing when you need Shang-Chi. If that makes sense. This location is not great for us, but they also have a location that's not great for them, so it's probably fine. If I had a sideboard, I would be happy to play Invisible Woman or Collector in this deck. As is, I do not like the idea of Invisible Woman or Collector in this deck. What if I do this, so that way if Hitmonkey flips out of Quantum Tunnel, we get to go kind of crazy. Because we're drawing Chavez next turn, right? Potentially. Order. Yeah, I should order the Mysterio first, and then Bast, and then Hood, because I don't want Hood to come back out, right? It's like old Lockjaw. King works well for me because the deck has several bad late game cards. What does that have to do with anything? What does having bad late game cards have to do with playing Shang-Chi or not? Can you explain? 'Cause I don't understand. Yes, the deck has bad late game cards. That's why we play Chavez. I think Pig is better than Iceman, yes. We could do this. Because if they like hit Monkey here, I guess they have another demon. I'm probably not winning the middle. Maybe I do have to play for here and just hope they don't hit Monkey. If they hit Monkey, they need to play... I'm going to 15, so they would need, it'd be 16. No, they can only get to 16 here, right? Yeah. This is fine. Watch us lose to Shang-Chi on the right. So check in, feel validated. Oh, their Hitmonkey got basted. We're still good though? We're still good. Yeah, okay. Any new ham decks we're gonna try today? No, I think we're gonna do mostly Conquest stuff today. We'll probably play this, maybe a little bit of the Sentry deck, we'll see though. I am taking viewer submissions for Conquest from subscribers, so if we get some of those, we'll just play whatever people want to send in. But I don't know that there's really like ham decks that I feel like I need to test. Like ham's kind of just a generically good disruption card that you can play whatever. Oh yeah, we'll play some Agatha over lunch today. That is definitely part of the plan. We'll take a little ladder break for that. Them having Kitty while we don't, it's a little bit sad for us. Okay, nice, nice. I think the way my hand is set up here, I'm gonna Kitty this turn and then Collector Kitty next turn. Rip. Okay, we'll leave if they snap us here. Enjoy your cube. You need to put ham in a movement deck so you can call it pulled pork. All right, I'm writing that down. That's definitely gonna happen. We're gonna snap Kitty Angela Bishop here. Obviously, hand would be better with Bast, but can't have it all. I think this hand's good enough to raise the stakes on. Well, that answers my, am I playing Angela or am I playing Kitty on 2 question. Unfortunately, that was the one I wanted them to hit the least. Oh. Oh, a piece of candy. A piece of candy, chat. Nummy, nummy candy. Spider-Ham worth buying. I think there is a good chance Spider-Ham is the best card released this month. I prefer this build or the Darkhawk one. I haven't played enough of the Darkhawk one to have a informed opinion on that, I don't think. Jeff versus Ham's a tough call. They're both very good cards. Didn't you invent Darkhawk Bounce? I want something to be abundantly clear. The only people that invent Marvel Snap decks are the people at Second Dinner who designed the cards originally. Okay, so they're just not playing for the big house. So the question is, does Kitty hit Monkey win the center? So how much is this? Is Mysterio or Chavez more? So Mysterio is 3. And then it's 4 more in here, so it's 7. So this is technically the most. I think I just don't want to fight over their bishop path. Or do I? Are they less likely to play to the bishop path because they need to win this one? I guess this is worse for the left, but I think they're not going to play for the left. I'm going to end up on 13 there. They have to be 14. I don't think I play for all three. I think I just play hard for one of these. Or just leave it in, sure. Yeah, popularized is a good jargon for what content creators do with particular deck archetypes. I've been playing the bounce deck since the Marvel Snap Close beta. It's one of my favorite archetypes, has been for a long time. I've played a lot of it. Jeff logs 25 hours a day playing bounce. I don't know about that. Their hood into the lab is a little bit better than ours. Their Iceman is really good though. That's super unfortunate. They don't have a beast though, which is great. Any idea why Ham shows the card, but Iceman does not? Because they said they were trying it out, basically. It's the TLDR. Snapping me. I think this is fine. I need to go like Collector into Hood into Mysterio and stuff next turn. That Falcon. Okay, yeah. That's a good step from the opponent. I don't think I can reasonably stay here. I guess they didn't get their demon back. Which location am I punting? Do I punt Hell's Kitchen, actually? Does not matter. Like, am I living in a world where this wins the game? My monkey in the middle's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. I could also swap Demon and Ham here. Like switch these and then put a Demon in the middle. This is the question. Do I do this? Is this enough to win here? There's going to be 24, 30, 36, 40. I think they're gonna commit big left. Yeah, I think so. Wow, they didn't commit left at all. So if they're real Mysterios in the middle, they're at 11 in the middle, which means we win. The real Mysterio could be left, but then we're still good there, right? Yeah, they put it left. They would have needed to put real Mysterio and a demon mid and full punt the left. We did need demon here instead of Spider-Ham though. If I would have Spider-Ham here instead of demon, we would have been -8 down to 40. I don't know that winning this game is necessarily a measure of skill. I think that was a very New York style. There's a lot of permutations that this could have played out in, and I don't know if there's really a strictly optimal way for my opponent or I to sequence. We're just kind of like making our big flourish and hoping where the cards fall is favorable for us. I don't think either. The only kind of read that game was that I was giving up the right side by playing the hood out there. But like how much I'm gonna put left versus how much I'm gonna put center isn't really something you can skill read. Infinity Conquest is the last week of the month, so next week, yeah. Whiskey Jack, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate the support. Folks like you make my job possible. Thanks for keeping me around. Did I play the Dual Force beta? Did anybody play the Dual Force beta? It like crashed and died after like 20 minutes, right? Could not care less about Goose as Dual Force. It's the new DC card game that hasn't quite released yet. I think I might just let the hood die here. It might not even die because of the Los Diablo space. I think our hand's looking pretty solid with this Angela draw, so I'm gonna snap them here. By the way, for any subs hanging out, I am going to take viewer-submitted Conquest decks today. For a small donation, you can get your deck played through a gold Conquest queue. Shadow King. All right, so they are, what's it called? They're Surfer. And honestly, if they're Surfer, I think I'm just going to bail out of the flooding here. And I might snap them back, getting to ham them again here. Oh, I already snapped. I thought they snapped. I was only snapped. Pardon me. I'm just giving up the flooding because their deck plays for the lockdown location a lot better than mine does. They're snapping me back? Really? All right. I suppose there's a good chance they have priority going into the last turn, which means that Killmonger is going to be good for them here. Hopefully we take their Killmonger with the Spider-Ham. With the pig again. It's unlucky. So, this is a Killmonger snap, but can we beat them anyways? Alright, what if I just do this? This puts me to 16 on the right. Do you think they're more likely to play for the right or the left? Kind of a toss-up here. They don't have Shadow King. We picked the Shadow King. So this is definitely a Killmonger turn. I think I want to play for the left. It's close though. Definitely 8 cubes on a coin flip, and we lost the flip. I don't know that it's bad to stay in spots like this, but definitely feels bad. Juggernaut doesn't do anything. Rickety, Shrek, get fucking wrecked. Whoo, baby. Whoo, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Surfer is weak. I disagree with you. I think Surfer is a good deck. I think their hand wasn't strong enough to snap me back. The longer we wait to Spider Ham in this matchup, the more likely it is that we tag a copy of... The more likely it is that we tag a copy of, what's it called? Do I want to fight over Kiln? The more likely it is we tag a copy of Sarah. I think I want to fight over Kiln. I should have snapped them. Yeah, we're big stack bully, and this is good for us. Okay, so the second pick doesn't matter.
Wind aid my hand.
Their brood is murdered. I would like the record to reflect I probably should have snapped on one just for being the virtue of being big stack bully. Oh, man. Gonna not be invested in any one drops this game too, which is great. King is pretty good. We're obviously in it through the end. I assume they're not going to play for the right and they're going to play for the left. most points over here. No, Surfer wins mid because of Carmartage. I have to play to win the left. Archetypes other than bounce that hit monkey slots. There are archetypes that make substitute other than bounce. Yeah, the Sarah control deck wants to play hit monkey. But it is worth noting, I think the Sarah control deck is not in a good spot for the first time ever because of Spider-Ham being in the game. The addition of Spider-Ham to Marvel Snap is not good for Sarah control. I'm just gonna spend time converting my silver tickets into gold, and then we'll start trying to convert gold into infinity. Just gotta move along right on up the chain. Yeah, I'm surprised Strong Guy hasn't been OTA update yet, Grindle. I should, that could be a fun video. Make a list of cards that haven't been OTA'd yet that probably should be. In terms of buffs. The Atuma control's still good. I don't think so. I think the Atuma control deck's just kind of a worse version of what the high evolutionary decks are doing. Is this deck my favorite? The previous deck we were playing is my favorite. This deck's fine, but... So, I actually don't like committing multiple things to Gamma Lab when I'm a Shang-Chi deck. We're just gonna Zabu and Vibe for now. What was the previous deck? Just the stock bounce deck. Niblik, thank you for the 11 months. Welcome back. They are also a Shang-Chi deck, I would wager. And Hood Viper here. Omega Red. Yeah, Omega Red could definitely stand to be a 4/6. No love for Uetu. Uetu is not a card that they can fix with an OTA update. Uetu is a card that needs... Uetu is a card that needs, what's it called? It needs a text box change. I feel like Carnage eating Viper and Widow at the same time is like a bad Marvel fanfic. Gets a little bit of pork in there too. Gosh, we drew a rock. Actually have to leave. I'm gonna retreat later because they could definitely be retreating as well. No, chat. They didn't leave. Snapping here is wrong. You have to understand. Even though there's some stakes inside of Conquest, people don't give a shit. It's all fun money. Unless you're playing for hundreds or thousands of dollars, most people aren't going to care. And they're going to call most of the time. Does retreat later do something? Yeah, if you use retreat later and your opponent also retreats, neither of you lose cubes. So retreating later is a good thing to do inside of Conquest, where the raw amount of time you're spending doesn't matter, the cube count matters. But in general, retreating later is a waste of time on the ladder. Should you buy Jeff or Pick? I don't have a good answer to that question. I think it depends on what decks you want to play. I think they're both generically good cards that can go in a lot of things. I genuinely think that this should be considered a bug, and they should not make me snap here when I'm snapping while the animations are coming up. Just should not be a thing. Like Pig here, maybe? Get to snap me back now. I think I have to stay because I'm ahead, but I feel good. Yeah, it shouldn't accept, like, my intention was to snap before the cards flipped up, Lucas, but the small delay or whatever meant that it wasn't visible, and it didn't actually snap until we were mid-animation, so my snap didn't get applied until the next round. As, like, the TLDR. Definitely a world where we lose this. Involves Killmonger. Oh, they have Shauna. I forgot about Shauna. Alright, I'm just leaving. I forgot they showed us Shauna in the previous game. And then obviously we're not playing 1 versus 10. And that cube was only at 8 there because it let my snap happen at the weird time. Should not allow you to snap while animations are playing out and apply it to the next round. Anyone else tried to cube for Conquest and ended up in a regular game? I don't believe I've seen anybody say that's happened before. You are the first. don't like that if you snap on turn 6 accidentally, it won't let you retreat. Well, don't snap by mistake. Like, I think not letting people retreat after they've snapped is a good thing. Fast Star-Lord. Okay. We'll do this into Sentry left. Lost that coin flip super hard. Into Sentry left, into Carnage right. We want Sentry to get pigged, chat. I think I'm hanging out, because I get to go Sentry into Carnage the right plus Beast the middle next turn. And, like, the rock is cleared middle, and I have a Medusa. There's, like, a weird bounce build, huh? So the Sentry right should be good to go. I can't afford to gamble here. Also a chance they just fill here, too, so... Yeah, for what it's worth, the second dinner has communicated that being able to undo having pressed the end turn button is something that they want to be able to have happen at some point. But they haven't been able to work through the technology to make it happen yet. There we go. So we're good. Honestly, it might have been right to snap them here. I think we would have gotten 2 more cubes out of them, so they're gonna leave now because they're just in the middle. So the Medusa is 8 alone. This is why Medusa's in this deck. She's like a 1 power 5 drop you can play somewhere else. She's a 1 power 8 drop in the center. They just like have Chavez, right? I guess I should technically play around, I should technically play around them having a Blue Marvel for the middle. So this is 8, 12, 18. That beats Blue Marvel alone. Wait, I'm sorry, what? God, people hate retreating, chat. What are the odds I have 2 more power after I play Medusa in the middle? We'll never know.
Victory.
Viper center is at a quarter 1 point. Yeah, it's a good shout. And then on purpose or a bug, if someone has 1 cube in the final round, it takes 2 cubes. So once you hit high stakes rounds, you're always playing for a minimum of 2. And that's a feature, it's not a bug. Comebacks can already be hard when you're down to 1 cube. So making sure that it's a minimum of 2 cubes being played for starting in round 5 makes comebacks somewhat possible. So Carmartage is like decent for them, but double Black Widow is like really bad for them. So we're gonna load their board up here. They might fill the center here. They did not. Deal. Overall thoughts on Spider-Ham. You should check out the highlight on my YouTube video this morning if you want concise thoughts on Spider-Ham to start the day. We're done here. This matchup, I think, is bad for us. A good way to cheese them with wave. Thanks, Wayne. Appreciate you hanging out. We're gonna fill our hand. Yeah, but filling our hand is fine because they were gonna double Widow's bite us anyways. They're snapping me back. Can I stay? I might be able to win center and right here with the 2 Widow's bites and getting 2 demons. But it stays in play, does it? No. Don't scare me like that. I counted that. I planned this out. Boy. No reason to give him 2 more.
Escaped. Opponent snapped.
I'm glad they gave us a 4-cube freebie this match because we're gonna need it. It's a tough match for sure. Pig hits a random card. Pig hits your highest cost card. If there's multiple highest cost cards, the tie breaks a random. Alright, their copy of Beast getting used up here is great for us. They're playing Shang. That's good to know. No, the untapped tracker doesn't know the card that's shown by Spider-Ham.
Escaped.
How long do you wait for a game of Conquest? It's usually been like somewhere between 60 to 90 seconds on average. The deck tracker is showing Shang-Chi as a pig. That's funny. It's actually unreal how we keep losing every fucking 50-50 flip. That's so frustrating. Spider-Ham has had a 50-50 3 times to hit Sentry and has missed Sentry every time. 3 flips in 4 games. I'm putting Widow left though. Might snap them here. I think we're in a good spot. I think this is our chance. Make a move.
Victory.
There's been no announcement related to Spider-Ham inside of reserves as of yet. We also haven't heard anything on weekend missions being sent out, so hopefully we'll get news on both of those today. I like corking on one. One thing to note about this particular deck if you're going to play it is that you should err on the side of playing your cards in the middle. Because if you draw Medusa into Beast, you want to be able to play your Medusa and pick her back up in a perfect world.
Opponent snapped.
My hand's good enough that I'm gonna stay. Beat the shit out of them. What a weird Mysterio play. The Bass didn't hit it. In my kingdom for a permanent mute all button, but I would settle for my Conquest opponent simply being perpetually muted. That would be nice. Our Hawk will be 8, 10, not bad. Absolutely loves emoting his opponents in Marvel Snap. And there's, I think, probably a 0% chance they ever implement auto emote simply because of his enjoyment of the, let's call it a feature. The best non-high evolutionary wave decks. Sort by average cubes. Stock Sandband, sure. It's just like the Doomhawk deck. It's got some real good stats on it. Hey, welcome to a live one, ZMX Plays. Appreciate you being here. Really low game counts. I mean, I have it filtered to low game count so I can see a wider range of things. We could kick it up, but you get less off bet of things if you grab the sample size and crank it all the way. This is gonna come as a shock to some of you at home, I know. But all of the whiny crybabies that said the Galactus change killed the deck, they were really fucking wrong. Apologies, maybe I should have told people to sit down before we pointed that one out. Is this the Panther deck we featured the other day? I think it is, right? We'll just play some more of that. Let's just play some of these. Hey, Card, thanks for the sub gift. I appreciate the support. Getting us closer to our sub goal for the month. For folks that are new, my sub goal for the month is 2,500 concurrent subscribers. If we hit that goal, that means I can derive the bulk of my income that pays for me to exist under capitalism from subscribers. If we fall short of that goal for June, my plan is to take an ads contract with Twitch for July to make up some of the difference there. So if you enjoy my stuff, I want to help keep the channel as ad-free as possible, consider subscriber-rooting. Am I on Kick? There are no serious people streaming on Kick. No one who understands this industry is using that platform. Unless they're getting a fat fucking check for doing so. Rico's, thanks for the brand new prep. Appreciate the support. Kick isn't a real streaming platform, chat. Kick is a streaming platform backed by a crypto gambling company because Twitch banned crypto gambling. They gave XQC a giant pile of money to come to their platform, not because they are a serious streaming platform, but because XQC will continue to advertise their gambling services to young children. If you're not familiar with the crypto gambling industry, it is a billion with a B dollar industry. Hey, Vivictus, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. And Lissa Ben, thank you for the brand new prep. Appreciate it. For people that aren't familiar with the history there, by the way, before Kick existed and before crypto gambling stuff was banned on Twitch, the company Stake that put up Kick as a platform, they were paying XQC like $1 million a month to advertise their gambling platform. So they are very aware of the return they expect to get on their investment with them. What's the update on the Snap music? Ah, yes. The classic Lockjaw into La Chicaglia. There is new music for Marvel Snap's Battle Mode. What we are currently playing. Why is XQC doing it? Isn't it aware? I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. For $100 million over 2 years, most people would agree to most things. So, XQC and others that are getting paid a giant pile of money to do it understand what it is. They're just like, chat, I would take $100 million. I would stream on Kick for $100 million. My number's lower than that. Like low 7 figures. I'm out. Peace. Bye, Twitch. Life-changing, never work again amounts of money. Yes, I will advertise gambling to children. Everybody has a price. Some of us are just more honest about what our price is than others. Losing my Odin, I think, means I'm dead, which is sad. I guess I could do this. This might be fine. Get. One more cube. Would I stream there for $100,000? No. Ah, that's so fucking unlucky. They had 9 rocks in their deck and they hit the thing. In 2019, I turned down a $140,000 contract for an offer to stream on Facebook Gaming. Like I said, everybody has a price. My price is probably higher than most, but it definitely happens out somewhere in the seven-figure range. Would you consider your bounce deck with Spider-Ham a good deck for Gold Conquest? Yeah, I think that deck's great. Yes. Well, I don't even know. I don't think I agree that saying Kick will eventually die is a good take. So, Mixer, when they paid Shroud and Ninja, that platform failed. But you have to understand, Kick isn't trying to make money. Kick isn't trying to make money by being a legitimate streaming platform. Kick's goal is to make money by funneling people into their gambling platform. So Mixer failed because trying to gain traction as a new streaming service is expensive and tough, but that's not Kick's goal. Mr. Never Was, thanks for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Someone asked, are there exclusivity clauses in Twitch contracts? So there used to be exclusivity clauses in Twitch contracts. So when I turned down the money from Facebook Gaming, I would have had to stop streaming on Twitch to stream on Facebook Gaming for their contract. Earlier this year, they removed the exclusive contract from Twitch Partners agreements. Am I supposed to snap? Yeah, probably. Very solid. What can you use instead of Arnim Zola? A different deck. Zola's not optional here. So, the people that are taking Kick contracts now, they can stream on other platforms. They can stream on Twitch still.
Wakanda forever.
Hammer Hitmonkey. It depends on what decks you want to play. Hitmonkey is not replaceable inside of Hitmonkey decks. Ham is replaceable inside of decks playing Ham. Was it right to play Wave here? Why would I play Wave here? Help me understand. Why would that be good? Okay, and then this technically wins every location, right? Does it lose to their Doctor Doom? If they Doctor Doom, they go to 9 here. I'm also going to 9. I think I win the tiebreaker. Correct. You cannot stream on multiple platforms at the same time, so you can't be live on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. Or live on Twitch and Kick simultaneously. Pet Inks, thanks for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Is that a Twitch rule or a logistics rule? It's a Twitch rule. Yes, the untap app tracks across the entire Conquest battle, so you slowly build out the entirety of their deck. Doesn't Binks multi-stream? Not anymore. So they originally, you could multi-stream if you weren't a Twitch partner or affiliate, and they removed that from their agreement recently. People streaming on Twitch and TikTok at the same time. That is allowed because Twitch doesn't consider TikTok a competitor. Whether or not they're right about that is up for debate, but you are allowed to stream to TikTok simultaneously. Does Darkhawk work worth it without Rock Slide? Yeah, I think there's Darkhawk decks that don't play Rock Slide that are good. There's a world where this wins the game. I'd like to believe I'm living in it for one more cube. Alright, then this is a Hulk, so we're dead. Wasp plus Hulk is just so busted on the last turn. Good God, they hit the hammer too. LOL. Magneto left was a good line I didn't think of. We would have ultimately ended up losing because they hit Mjolnir, but it wasn't what I considered with the Fist Tower. It's a good call out. I think YouTube streaming would be a platform if Twitch keeps doing these changes. I think as long as Twitch Prime exists, no serious content producer that's doing live streaming as their primary source of income will ever stream on a non-Twitch platform. I've shared this metric before, but like, for example, right now, I have 2,339 concurrent subscribers on Twitch. People that directly monetarily support me every month and make this possible to be my job. About 58% of those are Prime subs. People that didn't have to spend their own money, like Ozep. Ozep just took $3.50 from Jeffrey Bezos, and they sent it to me, so I can keep being here. I looked at my metrics the other day because I was curious what the breakdown is. Last week, when I checked, 58% of my total subscribers for 2023 were Prime subs. It is not a small amount. I think I'm going to storm the raft on the off chance we can keep them from filling it. They might fill it this turn, though. Hey, Dev, thanks for the 5 months. Getting us closer to their sub goal for the month.
Wind, aid my hand.
Hey, Kamiko, thanks for the third of a year. Welcome back. Yeah, Twitch Prime existing is basically Amazon choosing to have a loss leader in order to dominate the market, is like the TLDR. Yes, we'll have an over-the-air update tomorrow. All right, one of your finest Magnetos, please, deck. I'm gonna play Go Fish for one more here. If we hit the Magneto, Nebula wins the right.
Wakanda forever.
Unlucky. Would we have lost regardless? We would have pulled this and this, so they would have gone to 26. Might have been more than 26. Yeah, just like literally the last card in our deck. Hey, K Shark Man, thanks for hooking up that prime. Appreciate it. Fisk kills them. Yeah, chat, there was a null in play. Yeah, we've lost almost every 50-50 we've had today. Alright, at least they lost their Hulk, I guess. No rubber ducky emote. There's literally a Hoogle ducky emote right there. I don't think I wave in this matchup. I think it's better for them than it is for us. It's Deadpool duck. They lost their Hulk, but we lost our Zola is the problem, so we're not gonna be able to set up Panther here.
It's clobbering time.
This deck good for climbing the ladder. This deck has very good stats, yes. Wave's good if they have Jane on 5. I just don't know how I win the game after I wave. I don't have enough stats that anything can play, right?
Wakanda forever.
I lost every coin flip today, so that means we're due, and I'm gonna hit Dr. Doom, right? Should I go here, so if we hit Odin, I could Doom? The problem is Doom here doesn't win the middle, whereas Doom here wins the middle. 22 here is probably enough. Copium. I think we're down enough that I'm gonna take a. This is a calculated risk, chat. Zola is not in my deck. My deck is Dr. Doom, Odin, Storm.
Wind, aid my hand.
Union to me.
That one wasn't even a fucking coin flip. I guess we had to hit Odin the way it plays out, huh? We had to hit Odin. Hey Drew, thanks for the 5 months. Appreciate the support. Welcome back. I gotta give this one a run back. We got a bunch of silver tickets built up. We have a bunch of gold tickets too. By the way, chat, if you haven't logged in on mobile yet, they inboxed everybody 3 free gold Conquest tickets. So if you want a chance to jump right into gold stuff, you gotta claim it from mobile though. The inbox doesn't work on the PC early access still. So log in. You don't have to play it on mobile. You can log in, claim it, and then play it on PC if you're a PC player. There's three gold Conquest tickets in your inbox. What's the occasion? Just a celebration of the new game mode existing. When is the PC version supposed to be getting update? This summer. So either the July patch or the August patch, unless they're delayed. I think cutting Nebula from my Storm deck is bad. I think most of the cards you hit with Pig on average, this deck doesn't give a shit about. And I think playing Pig is wrong in this deck. So the number one thing I like to remind people of when they start spouting off random, if you're X percentage to win the game, you should stay. A good quote / reminder is, it's a calculated risk, but you also need to remember that you're probably pretty fucking bad at math. Which is to say that, yeah, if the probability is exactly what you're saying it is, you should technically be staying, but also you probably miscalculated something somewhere, and you're probably worse off than you just gave me in terms of a number. If you're missing Nebula, you could probably sub her out, but I think she's ideal. I don't think I can snap against a Mr. Negative deck. They play Mr. Negative on turn 3 or 4, and they have magic. Yeah, I can beat Hulk. Oh wait, they had Hulk and Wasp. Is a good example. Because like even here, if I get Valked or Shang-Chi'd, we're just like up a creek without a paddle, right? So the good news is they can't Mystique Iron Man in the middle. So I think we have a shot. Although I guess if they could have Mystiqued Iron Man in the middle, I'd have another 128 power Panther and it'd be fine.
Victory. Opponent snapped.
I'm gonna stay for their snap with Panther Zola. Did I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or any card games before Snap? Yeah, I spent a number of years playing Magic the Gathering competitively. Mostly because I hate myself. Magic Arena was the card game that I streamed full time before Snap. For the mount command, if you're a Diablo 4 enjoyer, keep in mind that the mount is only for when I am streaming Diablo. We've been doing Diablo for an hour every morning to start the day. A little bit of warm up. Magic the Gathering is not a good enough game for the price tag that it costs to play even casually. I honestly am like, again, if you enjoy Magic, this is not intended to yuck your yum. You should like the things that you like. But, I don't think Magic is a game that's aged well compared to other games that are. Compared to other games that are similar in the space. I think, yeah, Magic's a game that's 20 years old, and it's very apparent that it's 20 years old. 30 years old? It's 30 years old? I think we have to leave here. It's just super awkward. It was a good early stab from the opponent.
Escape.
Yes, the Lord of the Rings crossover IP is likely going to be incredibly successful for Magic the Gathering. And I would wager they are going to make piles of money. They're like, auto chess your games like Teamfight Tactics. I do not.
Wind, aid my hand.
Auto battler style games require you to do an incredible amount of memorization in a way that I don't find particularly enjoyable. Yeah, I played a little bit of an auto battler on stream, but it was a while ago. Once you really get into those games, you really have to just memorize a bunch of builds and stuff.
Wind,
All right, is 10 enough here to win the middle? Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, call the police because we're a robber. Those are some very stolen cubes right there. Some very stolen cubes. Definitely feels like we scammed them there a little bit.
Opponent snap.
Yeah. Take your cube. I stole 4. You're not only getting 1 of them back.
Escaped.
I mean, the strangest sense of deja vu.
Opponent snapped.
I think my hand's good enough to stay. It's close though. Hey, what's going on, Yucky? Welcome back. As a heads up, depending on how long you've been away, My overlay is a little bit custom. The actual game window does still look the same as it did previously. Bounce trigger. The bounce deck is very good. I like it. I like it a lot. As this Bodak came out. Yeah, I might not have had my overlay done before then. I'm gonna Magneto pull these over to here, I think. I think it's just Doctor Doom. But this technically loses to them full passing, which they did. Yeah. Rip. I'll play to put it. Well played. 3 in a row. This matchup's bad for us. Our deck is good against bounce, and it's good against high evolutionary. I think the Morbius discard deck is good. I don't think that deck's ever been very good. I think that deck was wildly overrated for a very long time. Hey, Stage Show. Thanks for the 3/4 of a year. I think it's hard. It's not even just about the deck being inconsistent. I think it's hard to win games against good players with that deck. I think it's hard to win games against good players with that deck because I think it's hard to win games against good players with that deck because it's so easy to understand when you're beat and leave for minimal cube loss. Yes, it's also going to be poorly positioned in the face of Spider Pig. Is accurate. I'm gonna gamble a little bit here, and I'm gonna play Panther and Zola on the Rickety Bridge. Yeah, the when your draw is working in the discard deck, your hand is face up. Is accurate.
Wakanda forever.
The discard deck is definitely a deck you could win a lot of games with. Most decks are bad, chat. How does the metrics look on the new Galactus decks? Worse, but still good.
Wakanda forever.
Isn't Iron Lad Jubilee with better stats? Nope. I'd like you to read Odin. Speaking of Odin, is that the play here? I think it's Jubilee for Odin, right? Wow, they're playing Dr. Doom in their negative deck. Was not expecting that. Odin still wins it though. Because the Rickety Bridge. All right, don't call it a comeback. Don't call it a comeback, chat. Rickety Bridge goes tick, tick, boom. And we win the breaker. A little bit of a risk and it paid off. We know the entirety of their deck now. Sunspot, Psylocke, Zabu, Ironheart, Mystique, Negative, Jubilee, Wong, Iron Man, Tiger, Magic Doom. Hey, Rufio, thank you for the 30 months. I appreciate the 2.5 years. Good to have you back again. Doom's probably there to hedge wave decks, or Doom's there because it's just like a supremely busted Marvel Snap card. Hey, Potter, thank you for the 28 months. Good morning, good morning. This is really solid for us because they're locked into not a lot of power in Limbo, and we flooded the center.
Wakanda forever.
So they only get to play one more card here. We're going to gain 4 up to 9 on the left, and then we're going to add 3 5-power things. So we're going to gain another 7 here. So I think we're good here again, right?
Wakanda forever.
All right, and then it's gonna be 1 to 2, chat. The last game's gonna decide it after we were down a bunch.
Wakanda forever.
There is different music for Conquest, yeah. We're a teensy bit bigger than them. I haven't seen anyone use it recently, but do you think Keg would offer a little more value in Conquest? I don't think so. Honestly, I'm happy this is the case. Keg, I think, ended up basically being a card that just doesn't add meaningful value to your deck for its card slot in most situations if you have experience. I think Keg's a kind of useful thing if you're like not familiar with the decks you're playing against, but good players really shouldn't be gaining much information from Keg most of the time anyways. Yeah, round 8. 8-round series is a long time. Been a long set. Oh, rip. I guess they can only hit like these two. That's still really sad for us. Does Kang see much play? No, Kang's not very good. Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh no! Oh, no! I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter anymore. Can I get an F in the chat, please? Can I get an F in the chat, please? That was a good set of games, even if it ended a little rough.
Escape.
That one deserves a Twitter. And that's so, I think it's worth mentioning there that this is one of the parts that's kind of tough about Conquest is I think one of the biggest innovations Marvel Snap had as far as a card game goes is the quick games allow you to kind of shrug off variance easier. And like, if a game like that happens on the ladder, it's like pretty whatever, it costs me 45 seconds or a couple of minutes at most, right? But like, that was an RNG just completely outside of our control in a game where we'd been playing this Conquest match for like 20 plus minutes. Big, I missed my third land drop in game 3 against blue-white control, and now the last 45 minutes of my life are just gone. That's how it be, but it definitely makes it sting a lot harder than the ladder does. Yeah, like imagine that's your final match playing for an infinite ticket. Like for me at least, it was just like a 20-minute investment in my first silver match. Yeah. Without calling out any specific names, I don't want to call people out for making what I think are poor life choices. But there's a thread on my Twitter timeline of people posting and then quote tweeting how much of a pay cut they took to start doing content creation as a job. Unless you are making an incredible amount of money and you don't really need a lot of income, don't quit your day job to start making content. That's a bad life choice. If you like the idea of making videos and making content, and you think that it could maybe be a job for you someday, you should just do it as a hobby because you like it. And if it turns into a job, let it be a happy accident / bonus. Don't make it the goal. I mean, I think it's fine, or maybe even borderline good, to like make stuff because you just have fun doing it. But I think you set yourself up for failure and frustration to be like, hey, I'm gonna turn this thing into a job that's very unlikely to be a job. Marty, thank you for the tip. I appreciate the submission. We're gonna finish our silver conquest run, and then we'll take your bass deck here into a gold conquest. One day I could sign a $100 million contract, right? That's true. That's true. Someday, somewhere, over the rainbow. Do. This Jubilee works every time, right? It's kind of like a new Hollywood, a lot of hopefuls, but also reality is not kind. Yeah, I agree with that. Agree. For people who aren't familiar with my own history, I'm speaking from experience. I've been streaming on Twitch for over a decade. My channel's been partnered for almost 8 years, and it's been a full-time job for me for a little over 5 years. So I very much understand the desire to want to do more, but also accepting reality at the same time and making smart financial decisions.
Wind, aid my hand.
Oh my god! Oh my god, they just cloaked for us. Holy shit. Do I Odin or do I Zola? The problem with Zola is if I don't hit Black Panther first, I get into trouble. Benji, thank you for the half a year. Welcome back. Appreciate it. I think I Odin, and then we hope that Magneto or Gamora could win the middle. Pull Panther and double Gamora. The problem with that is... Is that good? What if I do this? And then I Odin the Gamora next turn, and we play for right and center. I think I like this. Wait, this is the last turn? Are we fine? I'm brilliant. God, my brain is huge. We actually won all three of them. Listen, chat, we're talking and clicking at the same time. I was all coolly and calmly calculated. I would like to dedicate this one to everybody who doubted us.
Oh, snap.
Am I better off storming center or right against their archetype? Think I'm better off storming center? Is it right? I don't know that they're a Heimdall deck. I guess they could be. Hey, Senzias, thank you for the half a year. I think they're definitely Heimdall, huh, Ricos? Could be. That's an interesting one. Do I give them Electro? Do I give up Nebula to give them Electro? Yeah, I think so. I think we do. They'll bounce it, maybe. I think the fact that they have Beast makes me think Heimdall is less likely. The Beast and the Angela usually are less indicative. Like, obviously no guarantee, but I think those two are less indicative of Heimdall most of the time. Why isn't Valkyrie playable? Oh, she's just like a lot of energy.
Wakanda forever.
I don't know if my body's ready for the Shang-Chi. Oh, you know what? Aero's a real thing too. It might have been right to just do Modin. Aero and Shang are both like real cards. Wow. I cannot believe they stayed in losing to Zola. It's like 8 cubes, I guess. Yes, Luke Cage is also bad for it's also bad for Valk.
Victory.
People hate retreating. It is only silver Conquest. Probably had a free ticket for the Proving Grounds and didn't care. Alright, we're gonna play this last silver match, and then we have our first viewer Conquest submission of the day. If you're a sub to the channel and you'd like for me to play a deck list of your choosing through a gold Conquest run, you can get that into the queue for a 20 USD donation. Got an Adam Warlock build from Marty Punker today for our first one. Is Sandman extra? I really don't think Sandman is that good. I think in the games where you need Sandman's effect, you could just play Wave on 5 most of the time. I don't think Strongman is a playable Marvel Snap card, Grindel. It's just such a weak. It's like the old Dazzler problem, basically, right? It's just such a weak payoff for how much energy you're putting into it. Is Conquest intended for sub-infinite players? Yeah. I think a lot of the people that play Conquest are sub-infinite. How much will submissions for Infinity Conquest be when we get to choose the avatar? I think I'll probably do Infinity Conquest for 20 bucks still too.
Wakanda forever.
It still covers the gold cost, right? Maybe 25. I thought, what's 500 gold turn into in terms of USD? They could just be magicking here. This is also the funnier play. So I'm gonna put Zola into the Bar Sinister. It's less than $10 for 500 gold. Yeah, I'd probably do it for 20 bucks still then. The price tag is more about the time commitment, then, well, I guess it's potentially a bigger time commitment too. All right, hit it.
I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man.
I think we actually low rolled on how many Panthers and numbers we got there, but it's fine. Hopefully. If they have null, they could be null. I think brood makes null less likely. Brood implies a surfer variation.
Victory.
Immortal Echoes. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. I appreciate the over 5 years. You've been hanging out much longer than that, I know. 2016? It's been a trip. Yeah, Living Tribunal is not an output range you're supposed to play around. So, like, when you're talking about cards that could win them the game, you want to be thinking about, like, okay, what are cards that their deck is likely playing based on the other cards I've seen so far? Yeah, it could be Jade negative too. That's true. Surfer or Jade negative, I think, are the two good callouts. Feature locations do not impact Conquest. That is correct. So that's a random Wakandan embassy, not a feature location one. We're gonna get compensation for the weekly challenges. I mean, ever is a strong word. Yes, you are going to get compensation for the weekly challenges. When are you going to get it? I don't know. Spider-Ham's really good. After playing with Spider-Ham a bunch, I would wager that Spider-Ham is the best card releasing this month. I think it says Jubilee left into Magneto right into Zola Magneto right. Spider-Man 2099 can only kill a single card. It's probably playable, but I don't expect it to be busted. Snapping them before they potentially play Jade is scary here, but I think we're in it to win it. I did death to my Lockjaw deck to help against Spider-Ham. Yeah, I think that's probably a fine take on it. Yeah, it's been confirmed by second dinner people that Spider-Man 2099, despite its awkward wording, only ever kills one card.
I am Iron Man.
No, 2099 also does not kill more cards if you bounce it. Actually just one and done. Spider-Ham or Jeff. I think they're probably similar amounts of versatile. Now this is a little scary because the negative and the Mr. Fantastic are going to end up middle here because these resolve left to right. It's a shame they're not going to end up left. Hopefully 24 stats is enough to win the middle, but we'll see. We're beating Surfer, right? Yeah, close one. So confirmed, negative Surfer.
Victory.
Yes, Jeff is 6,000 tokens, and Ham is technically less than 3,000 tokens. You're going to get somewhere between a 100 and 500 token discount on Spider-Ham, because there'll be a weekend mission for Ham this weekend. It's not kill one per location. It's been confirmed by second dinner that that is not how it works. I know I initially talked about that potentially being how I interpreted the wording on the card. I was incorrect. That one's gotta go. It's real bad for us.
Wind, aid my hand.
The second dinner give the 100 to 500 number. They have not. I'm gonna wave this turn so I can doom Odin Doom potentially.
I am Iron Man.
They lose 5 power on the left if they play another card there. So we're going up to 13 on the right. Even if they fill their board, that's only 5 cards. They only go to 11. So you need another way to get power over there. They could have Ironheart. Second Dinner has been consistently upgrading and cleaning up the wording on their cards. They certainly could stand to do more of it, but it's definitely a project they're working on. Surfer would help them. Yes, that's true. But they can only play Surfer plus one other thing, right? So if they play Surfer plus another 3-drop, they would only get plus 6 here, putting them to 12, and I'm still at 13. Surfer plus Ironheart could win the game here. They go like Ironheart, Surfer, middle could get us.
Victory.
Did I get the new Aero by chance? Yes! As I detailed in my bundle breakdown video for July and August, the Aero bundle that's currently available is one of the highest value bundles in terms of account progression currency that will be coming out for the next 2.5 months. If you are someone that spends money on Marvel Snap and you care about maximizing account progression with the things you buy, the Aero bundle is a phenomenal pickup. That's nothing to even talk about the quality of the variant artwork, which is very good.
Opponent smash.
They snapped me? I feel like I just chased the rabbit. Mindscape, I think Mindscape is good for us. So blinded by the variant art being good, I forgot there was 500 gold. LOL. Bottom. You think I'm supposed to wave on 5? I don't think so. Because there's Mindscape here, right? They haven't shown us a way to interact with locations yet. Do I want a Panther or do I want a Jubilee? Jubilee hitting Zola would be bad. I think I just Panther.
Wakanda forever.
Jeff, I trust your word so much, so you say, yes, buy this bundle, it's the best value. I'm like, say no more, thanks for doing the math for us. Happy to be here, providing assistance. Why wouldn't they negative the Rickety bridge?
My hand.
Weird. They have Carnage? I think Carnage is unlikely.
Wakanda forever.
Okay.
I am Iron Man.
Oh, we even drew the Zola. Sad. Yeah, maybe we're just supposed to wave into Doom. I can see that being the case. Instead of gambling the Panther. I think your last card could be Valkyrie. Yeah, that's possible. Oh, what a close fucking game. Brutal. Brutal. Just needed either of these to fucking die. Ugh. Yeah, or Panther to live. Either of those two things would have to give there. That being said, I probably should have waved on probably should have waved on 5 that game. Both of us are playing decks that are pretty good into Quantum Realm.
I am Iron Man.
Wakanda forever.
Electra has danger room protection. Yeah, basically. Yes.
Wind, aid
My deck is empty.
Wakanda forever.
Oh, is 13 gonna be enough on the left? It might not be.
Wind, aid my hand.
Good surfer gets us. God damn it. Oh, every single fucking 50-50 we have had today that could not break our way has not broken our way. Oh, it's been such a brutal day. Yeah, we've got one viewer submission in the tank, but if things don't turn around through that, it might be a shorter stream day. Getting a little dry being a punching bag. A deck with less RNG. I promise you, we played a very low variance deck this morning, and it also didn't matter. Nah, I don't want to sign off just yet, Marty. I want to do at least one more after this, but it's been a rough day. This is it. We're turning it around right here. We're gonna win the next two and get ourselves a gold ticket. Can feel it. Both these Mr. Fantastics are gonna end up on the left or the right. I believe. Okay, that was a 50-50 that was good for us. That was a 50-50 that was good for us. Gosh, we still don't know what are the cards their deck 7 rounds in. You want to storm London? That's a good take. That's a good take. I don't think we need to wave because they didn't negative this game.
Wind,
I think cutting them off of getting double Iron Man here probably wins the game.
I am Iron Man.
Yeah, it shuts off their surfer for winning the right as well.
Victory.
All right, chat, round 8 for all the bananas. You only lose 1 cube. That is not true. You're always playing for a minimum of 2 in the high stakes rounds. Makes comebacks more possible, which I think is good overall. Those popcorners, that is what they're called. I actually didn't know what they're called. They're sea salt. I don't know that Doom... I don't know that Doom Wave wins. What if I Magneto here into Doom? Pull the negative into Baxter Building?
I am Iron Man.
Our draw's just much better than ours. We're dead. I'd like to take this opportunity to remind chat that subscribing to Jeff Hoagland is free with Amazon Prime. Consider taking money directly from one Jeff and giving it to another by subscribing with Prime today. Thanks for the tree fitty and for the plug, Crazy Eights. Thanks for the 2/3 of a year. All right, maybe we're just cursed in the silver conquest, and our gold conquest is gonna turn things around for us. All right. I haven't seen a copy pasta since watching the United States. Yeah, we don't really do copy pastas here. Yikes, chat too spammy. I think my hand's good enough. I think there's enough Lockjaw and other decks in the format that Lamentus kind of gets that. It's plus positive to snap here. Oh my god, that's so good for us. So, I think it's Kitty, and then it's Bishop Kitty, and then it's Blue Marvel on 5, and then it's Mystique Mysterio Kitty on 6. I've tried, but I can't find the Amazon Prime to activate this free subscription. How can you do that? If you're on PC, just click the sub button, and it'll give you, there's a checkbox at the bottom to sub for free. Hey, Madro, thanks for taking the time to hook that up and pushing us closer to our sub goal for the month. Appreciate it. Manguax, thank you for the quarter of a year. Yeah, they're just not giving us more information past Spider-Ham. That's smart. Ant-Man! Dropping off another tree fitty from Jeffrey Bezos. Appreciate it. Ooh. Sometimes I just feel like a supreme bully snapping on 1-2 games in a row, but sometimes your hand's really good. Officially got an offer letter for promotion at my job. Hey, congrats, Touchpad. For the cards of the face camera, that is my opponent's deck tracker. How do we feel about Kitty into Angela, Kitty into Bishop, Kitty? I think I'm down. Not sure I understand Carnage in the deck. Can someone explain it to me, please? Carnage is just a pretty generically reasonable card. It gives you a way to clear out Hood. You can eat Mysterio clones in a pinch. Yeah, you can eat rocks or squirrels or whatever. I think there's a chance we don't need Space Throne. I'm gonna stay for their snap and see what they're doing. I'm gonna pay for some information. How do you beat Wave with this deck? Exactly like this. You play your hand out on turn 5 and then you play Chavez on turn 6. I guess we gotta go. Unlucky. Some brutal location variance, continuing the theme of the day. Bass to the Space Throne, and Central into their, even the slide was bad for us because it meant I had to have Bishop and Angela on the same path. Yeah, I think long wave decks are very good, Genesis. We were playing one of those before this. The Arnim Zola Wong decks let you play through the disruption. The Arnim Zola Wong decks lets you play through the disruption that evolutionary decks do. And then Waves, obviously, good into bounce decks. Yes, this is the first of our viewer submissions. I don't have any more waiting. This is our only viewer submission so far for the day. And there's our second touchpad. Thank you for the tip. Okay, so they're getting a lot of stats on the left, but they're also locking in how much power they have there. Carnage would actually be a pretty decent draw here. guess they could wave us here. But even if they wave us, oh fuck.
Opponent snapped.
God, it feels horrible. Can I just, like, if I play out all my cards there? It's a real shame we didn't draw Carnage to be able to play for the center. Maybe I'm just supposed to play out and play for the center. I could have gone, like... And so, it feels very spooky. And they emoted us earlier, which usually implies that they're ghosting. That they just, like, didn't play for here at all. Feels real bad, man.
Oh, snap.
Put the cubes in. Put the cubes in the middle. Actually kind of medium for us. This is not great for them either, though. Hey, what's going on, Bast? Appreciate the 5 months. Welcome back. Oh, that's good for us. I think. Maybe? Could go either way. I just forget that aspect streaming. Do you think ghosting happens? I think it happens more frequently in Gold Conquest. It will probably happen a lot in Infinity Conquest as people care more about the stakes. I think it happens very minimally on the ladder because people generally just don't have a big incentive to try really hard on the ladder. The more people care about the results of their games, the more likely they are to ghost. I think anything I could do to prevent ghosting would make the quality of my content significantly worse. And I have no desire to make the quality of my content worse for the sake of winning slightly more fun money on occasion.
I am Iron Man.
Wakanda forever.
This is the best I can do. Loses to Zola. We're in for 4 cubes though, so might as well stay. Is there a big reason I stopped playing Magic? Yeah, the game sucks shit.
Wakanda forever.
I think on a set, this is the first time we've had a set like this where I just like completely busted out with a viewer submission. I think we're gonna do a Silver Conquest to give a little more airtime. I feel like we both had a bad beat and that set was quick. Oh my gosh, the Angela was one more point of power there, wasn't it? Because the Angela would have been 4 and we would have kept the Bast. Yeah, good call. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should leave our other submission for tomorrow. I'm not playing well today. I'm just not in a great mood. I do not think you can substitute Hitmonkey in any deck playing Hitmonkey without restructuring the deck a good bit. If you look on, I haven't done a highlight with it for a little while, but if you look at my decks list, there is a Darkhawk bounce deck that's okay. God, for fuck's sake.
Opponent snapped.
I don't leave. I think these locations are much better for our opponent than they are for us. Hey, Silence, thanks for the 40 months, by the way. Did my check to bed this month bounce or something? Asking the real questions. Wait on the Bast. Every draw in our deck would like to be Basted. I'm gonna play Bast out this turn now, because if I draw Bishop next turn, I want to be able to play it on curve. The tracker knows that Master Mold was a generated card and Cyclops wasn't. That is correct, because cards say on them, generated by. The tracker knows that information. The Dark Dimension here is quite good for us. It means that I can end on one of these and have her copy it. This might be a Hitmonkey on 4 game, actually. I'm gonna snap them. I think it's like Mysterio Hitmonkey next turn. Dream Dimension kind of sucks for us, though, I suppose. If you play Monkey into Dark Dimension, does it count the cards played in the final turn? Yes. Oh, are they the She-Hulk deck? They're the She-Hulk deck. They're gonna... No? They're not? They are. I think it's just Blue Marvel. I think it's just Blue Marvel. Hope that double Blue Marvel's enough. All right, I'm taking the rest of the day off. We were live for 4 hours. We got beat up for 3 of them trying to play Marvel Snap. Twitch chat wants to try and backseat me after that when they telling me we should Iron Man here because you watch them punt the Dark Dimension. Like, there's a very different world. I think there's an easy argument that my opponent fucked this game up by not putting some of their power here and some of their power here. Like, yeah. I could have played Iron Man here and beat this particular play out of them, but my Iron Man here, instead of Blue Marvel, loses to them just spreading their power out like they probably should. So, your goal to get better at Marvel Snap isn't to look at your games and go, oh, could I have beaten what they done? It's ask yourself the question, should I have done something different with the information that I had at the time? Yeah, don't be a hindsight gamer. Touchpad, I will get to your deck list tomorrow or Friday, whichever is better for you. You can drop me a DM and let me know. But I'm signing off for the day. Peace, folks.